seconds a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports.
We got this.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. How big is that penalty? Wipe out the INT.
You'd hate to be the teammate that caused that penalty and wiped out the interception. You got to face that guy in the locker room. Not a lot of fun for you, and you hurt your squad.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That goes for a gain of 31. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down at the 28. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. This throw caught right around the 6. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And he is going to lose yardage here.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really have. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down and 4, Allen uncorks one, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game.
I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
Well, in this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And if you're looking for proof of his speed, Next Gen Stats shows that he was traveling just over 21 miles an hour there.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start...
And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Big hole, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
That was J.J. Watt getting in there and getting him to the ground.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Isaiah McKenzie that time, but now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's 4th.
For the field goal, a 43-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. He's picked off from his own 46, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Finding Knox there, complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And Oliver able to record his 5th sack of the season. After 17-7 is our score.
With the score, Bills 17, Jets 7.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon.
The team's turned it over 3 times in the first half. We just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Allen. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Jets' 26-yard line.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys that you're going to put in place. They'll be starting in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Gabriel Davis with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
On play action, they'll throw. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Flush to his right. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The Jets on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw again. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 42-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Bills' 38-yard line.
Caught on the right side by Adams. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Again, he'll drop to throw. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete here. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Allen's throw is complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And again, it's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. There doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense, because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They run here with Singletary. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. On second and goal, Allen eluding the pressure right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Extra point safely through. And a rout is on here in this first half. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll... just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned they're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Escaping the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. The intended receiver there was Donald Parham. And it's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Apollo Witherspoon on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. They'll throw now on the final play. They'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jaquiski Tartt. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is taken just shy of the 10. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
One play has them to the 37 here for first and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's what... right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. First throw now for the backup, Rodgers. He's going to airwalk, and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. Even later into his career now, there aren't too many guys that can launch it downfield with accuracy better than Aaron Rodgers. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Gabriel Davis, 29 yards. And the Bills continue to pour it on. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Aldrick Rosas lining up.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
That's complete to Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. That'll put him over 150 yards receiving now. Quite a ball game and a first down. They will run with Singletary. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
They go right back to Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through. I've sat through those before. Never any fun. You're always excited about your good plays. And they actually fast forward through those. All right, that was good. All right, great. They get to the bad ones and really illuminate them. Not cool.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. On first down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dawson Knox, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Sam Sloman for the extra point.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts.
Jets.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead will swell by 1 more. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Flush to his right. He'll run it. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back now in Buffalo. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. the gun now on third down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
New York.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And complete to Zach Ertz. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards last play and 15 yards here this go-around. Back to throw now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. It was Teron Johnson that time who had that play covered from the start.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
On the pickup, it's 2nd and 8 at the 23-yard line.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations. There'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 34-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down, Jets.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Forced out to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to...
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills head on. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, They're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support, but you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the confidence, if they're a little bit shaky, maybe try and take the pressure off and run the ball a little bit.
And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. And even 40 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Being chased out left. And that will be caught. But out of bounds. Out of bounds, ruled incomplete here. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Flushed out right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Buying time to his left. He can run. The ball comes out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bills are going to get the football back. On 1st down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
And they'll indeed take a knee. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on.